I didn't tell my wife. Yeah, I would tell the doctors later that if you want to end your life, why would you tell someone close to you, right? I felt nothing but pain. I struggle to come up with any time, any moment where I can say that I remember being happy.
So what should it be?
In the past few years, I think I've never even felt that emotion. When I feel that emotion, I actually have to stop and breathe because it tends to overpower, it tends to overwhelm.
He has difficulty getting out of bed. I could see that he was really sinking in until it's very deep. He would be lost in his own world. He can hardly talk. I guess I don't fully understand what he's going through.
Did I scream last night?
What do I remember?
Sometimes I yell in my sleep. And those usually are nights where I'm dreaming a lot. The doctors tell me I've been having dysthymia, and I never actually saw my symptoms as a problem. To me, it's like putting on a chainmail that's very heavy around the head. And for me, there was a binding around my heart as well. And every day that heaviness just grew, that binding just squeezed harder. And when that veil was on, basically everything I could see was grey. There are no whites. There are no positives. Whenever I end up doing things that seem to clash with my core values, I find myself slowly eroding away. A couple of issues that always would sit very unwell with me. One was when IT was used in company politics. Whenever that happens, I always struggle with myself. My supervisor and my director, they allowed me time and space to recover. But with the extended time that my recovery would take, we came to a mutual agreement that perhaps it'd be better for me to quit. There are people who will say, you have depression? Are you sure it's not going to come back? I don't think I want to employ you because of that.
People who are depressed for a long period and refuse to get help or have frequent relapses, the harder it is to get them better because there's a physical damage to the brain. Under normal circumstances, most people would leave and fight to leave. But when you're depressed, you just want the pain to stop.
When it got to a point that the pain was too much, I decided to take the last step. The first part of the process was to bring my boys and my wife out for a good meal, to have them have something to remember me by. I didn't tell my wife, but I made a promise to myself that I would check with IMH. And I called that number and I told myself I will not be the first to hang up. So if the line got cut, or if no one spoke to me, or if someone had hung up on me, then I would have proceeded.
Hello, good evening. IMH Helpline.
The lady on the line was very kind and gentle and advised me to please go into IMH, to their 24/7 emergency clinic. Medicine is absolutely necessary to help me to be able to function. I draw to bring across the message of what depression is and how to help people with depression. But I have had someone tell me I shouldn't go public with it. That in the industry, once I'm known to have this problem, I'll be mocked. I've left the industry and I've been told I shouldn't put the timeline on my recovery.
I guess as time goes along, we learn how to cope more. If the day has been very taxing for him, we try and take it more easy the next day.
My therapist and I agree that it's okay for me to rely on my family as the reason to continue fighting. It does hurt when I see people in office clothes because I know I'm currently not a part of that and that identity has been taken away. But with the depression, I've come to realize actually simple things are fine. To put it bluntly, being alive right now is more important than anything else.